Hello, Vengeancer. Another video. We're in the spot. You know what's going to happen. No, today I want to make a video about my wizard, but I want to start it off with a little bit of RNG. I'm probably as broke as I've ever been. We got 288 million here. I got 104 here, so I got about not quite 400 million to my name. I'm selling off some stuff to recoup some of that. I've got crates I can turn in if I really need silver, but as long as I got 400 million, it don't really matter. I can grind the rest out. But I want to do a little bit of RNG, and then I want to talk about the wizard. So we're going to start it off with this Debo attempt. Maybe we'll get it. Maybe we won't. I don't know. Oh, 316. 16% chance. I already attempted it once before. I'm hopeful that it goes, but chances are it probably doesn't. A 2-tap is, it's unlikely. But here we go. Goodbye 27.5 billion silver. Give us the pen. Give us the pen. Give us the pen. I hate the Black Spirit sometimes, man. I really do. So, well, that didn't go well. So 27.5 for the hammer plus, so 800 for the base. 28 billion, somewhere around there. Right? Isn't that what it costs to tap these things now? Yeah, like 800 and something million. Well, the most that we can fail. Oh, look, there's an ethereal. I'm not 100% broke anymore. Yay. Sure. So, now we're going to talk about the wizard. I shouldn't lead off with that stuff because then it just sets the whole tone. So, Succession Wizard. Look. I had a wizard midlife crisis. I wanted to go Awakening because Succession's APMs are just so high it hurts my hands to grind sometimes. But I missed Succession so badly that I went back. What can I say? It's a love-hate relationship. I love Succession Wizard. I hate the amount of APMs. But there's a couple of things that I want to go over. I've done Succession Wizard videos before. It's not anything new by any means. And the last one I did was when I swapped over from Bolide to Voltaic. And I do and don't regret doing that. I miss Bolide. Bolide just seems to flow a lot better. But the 10% casting speed on Voltaic is just... You gotta have it, man. In PvE, you just gotta have it. So the last, real guide style video I did on Succession was the one where I was dance fighting, so the thing about Succession is it's all centered around elemental flow and the 4 Succession passives, where if you cast a skill, the skills of the same element are instantly cast afterwards if you do it by commands, which is what makes Succession Wizard so high APM. which wouldn't be a problem if it actually had enough power to pull trash loot numbers the same as some other classes, but it really doesn't. So the thing with these are, you know, like you have like lightning storm, and you see how slow that is. The fireball explosion aerial or whatever it's called. I think it's aerial. No, this one's spread. Never mind. It's the spread. It's not the aerial. So the spread one has this little. Sorry. Has that little thing that goes around you. You see how slow that is? But if I do that after I cast another skill, say a fire skill, it's instant. You don't have to wait for that slow cast time. So that's what makes a Succession Wizard so APM. It's because you're constantly spamming skills. Now, these are basically advanced techniques. You know, I'm not going to go through every single skill, but skills of the same element, you want to chain them back to back, and of course you have to learn which skills to use when. You want to work Prime Earth Arrow in all the time because it minuses DP, and of course with your add-ons you probably have minus DP up already. Maybe they stack, I can't remember. However, the other thing that is less obvious, you know, so you're chaining skills of same element, but it also happens if you use teleport, you get instant cast time. So it's after teleport, you get instant cast times. After skills of the same element, and after magic evasion. So that's where the dance fighting comes in. You're constantly dodging with magic evasion or teleport, and you're constantly chaining skills together. So you have like no cast time. I'm guessing that Voltaic doesn't really matter as much with the cast speed since you have instant cast time, but I don't know if you can tell the difference. 10% is not a lot. The other thing is basically it's worked into the thing. If you're using prime skills back to back, it doesn't even have to be the same element. Because like even there, it's basically succession skills chained together. The same element ones. I'm trying to think best how to explain this without convoluting it or something stupid. So Succession Kit is all about is all built around instant cast time and high APM. So magic evasion, teleport, succession skills, and skills of the same element activate instant cast times if you use commands. So if you use a skill, you can hold down the right mouse button to just instantly start casting all of the skills of the same element. But they have cast time if you do it that way. And they may have changed this a little bit. You can... The reason that you don't always want to hold down the right button is because you want to weave other skills in. So yeah, you can dump all of, say, just like right now, I can dump all of my fire skills by holding down right mouse button and never, let's see, where is it at? Three. So there we go. That'll help some. So if I do that and just hold down right mouse button, it's gonna cast everything. It's a little bit slower, right? But sometimes you want to weave other skills in. So maybe I want to do Voltaic, and then I want to do Spread, and then I want to do another skill. Like I can do the commands and do all the different elements, so I don't have to just hold down the right mouse button. Usually I will do something like cast Fireball, and then hold down the right mouse button to hit the fireball explosion, and then I'll go into another skill and instantly cast that stuff, right? So you also get cast time from the speed spell. So if you're full buffed with all the cast time stuff, you actually get even more cast time. And when you change succession together, so you're just instant casting everything at that point. That's the big thing about that. The other big caveat of succession that I wanted to kind of touch on is the other part of elemental flow, and it's a lot of text to get through and read. You can't use Sage's memory after you learn this skill, which Sage's memory is here. And it ignores all casting actions for 15 seconds. That's a base wizard skill. You can do that every 3.5 minutes or whatever. Well, when you become succession, prime elemental flow replaces that basically, and you have prime elemental palace that gives you casting speed for 30 seconds. You can do that every 3 minutes, so it kind of replaces that. But it gives you it's like a class buff. You get a bunch of stats, so you can do that on cooldown, and you couple that with speed spell, and you get a ton of cast time, especially with Voltaic Pulse. You get another 10%, so you get 20 here, and 20 here, and 10 here, so you're getting 50% cast time reduction on top of instantly casting skills. So I really don't know the difference of why you have all of these cast speed buffs if you're instant casting everything anyway. So unless it's a split thing and the cast speeds up the animation, and the insta cast is like there's like a cast time and then there's the animation. So the casting speeds up the animation, and the cast time is removed with the instant cast. I don't know, but I assume that's how it works. But the other part of elemental flow that replaces Sage's memory is if you read the white text, and they made it different. If you're doing commands, your skills, say like fire skills, reduce the cooldown by 1.5 seconds every time you cast a fire skill. It reduces the cooldown of meteor. So you're centered around reducing cooldown with instant cast times, but your big hitting skills like blizzard, meteor, earthquake, and lightning storm, the 4 elemental big heavy hitting skills, like blizzard is the hardest skill that you have alongside meteor. So blizzard, meteor, and you got lightning storm here, and then you have earthquake down here. But those 4 elemental skills are your hard hitting skills, and you got several lesser lower cooldown hitting skills of each element. Well, elemental is centered around instant cast times, high APMs, and then reducing the cooldown of the hard hitting skills. So the idea is to open with a couple of good skills. I usually open with like Voltaic or Equilibrium Break, and then use the instant cast to cast the big skills like Earthquake or Meteor, and then I instantly go into like fire skills to start reducing the cooldown of Meteor, because every time you cast an skill with the same element, it reduces it by 1.5. And so you can kind of do that here. So you can see there, it's 17, 15, 12, like it ticks off. So $18. I don't know, it doesn't reflect it. You would think it does. 9. Yep, and it put that little glowy thing around it. So you want to watch this icon that has the black spirit thing on it. Right here, this one. and it glows every time it reduces. I don't think spread counts, which is weird to me, but you can kind of see it. Oh, there it did. There it goes. So it has a little thing around it every time it does that. So it ticks it down, which it's not very good at reflecting the thing. So it's normally 18 seconds, and you can get it even lower if you chain stuff together. So, and it has to be with quick activation, so it has to be after other ones. So you have to chain the skills, so you can't just like use it. Come on, cast meteor. So you basically have to. Has to be in quick succession by command, which is a thing. So I don't know. I hope that explained it a little bit. I've done wizard videos before, and succession has not changed really since then, since the build that I use. But I know starting out on succession, it's a lot more complicated than Awakening, I'll tell you that much. I didn't pay attention when they switched everything to Havoc succession, and so it took me a while to learn the instant casts and the skill chaining, so that you can reduce cooldowns on your hard hitting skills and insta cast and stuff. And yeah, it sucks. The high APM sucks really bad, and then you still get only mediocre trash because the skills just don't hit that hard, but you have to pretty much sweat grind. Now if you go Awakening, it's pretty chill. You just hit like shift plus like 3 or 4 other keys, and you're doing shift F and shift right mouse button and down right mouse button. You got like shift and down, and then all the attack commands. So F, left mouse button, right mouse button, and they're fairly hard hitting, and they're fairly low cooldown, most of them. So you're just kind of just running around doing that. You don't have to like chain stuff together and worry about cooldown management as much as with succession. And I've noticed that succession wizard, you really have to manage your buff uptick too. So you want Spellbound Heart on, so you get 10% movement speed. Whereas with Awakening, as long as you have one of the minions summoned, you automatically get Spellbound Heart. It has Marge's Rage and Arnie's Touch that replace it. You can't use Spellbound Heart, but they're automatically activated as long as you have one of them summoned. It gives you 250 MP every 10 seconds and 10 movement speed. Whereas with Succession, you have to remember to put that on. And then you also, you need to remember to use Elemental Palace and remember to use Speed Spell off cooldown. And then you're constantly like rotating your skill chaining, so it's just a lot more to manage. However, I hate switching stances. I just absolutely hate it. I've always been a believer of the fact that Awakening and Succession should be 2 different skill trees, and once you go down one. So, I've always been... Let me rephrase that. I think that there should be base wizard skills. Like the utility skills, like Teleport and Healing and a couple of these other ones, right? And they should have certain commands or just be on quick slot. And then Succession and Awakening should be 2 separate trees. And once you go and choose to be Succession, it locks you out of Awakening like it does. And then you have all of your Succession skills. And if you want to make that buff up the normal skills, that's fine. This tree is fine the way it is. But when you become Awakening, I think it should be a whole different set of skills, and the commands for the base skills should still be the same. And you shouldn't have to swap stances back and forth to use pre-awakening skills. The pre-awakening skills shouldn't be pre-awakening. They should just be base wizard skills, and you should be able to quick slot them. So, okay, I want to use Fireball. Yeah, well, guess what? Fireball should still be a command. Maybe it changes to a different skill, or a skill replaces it, you know. And I think that the way they did it with stance changing, they've made it better in recent years. It used to be atrocious, but now there's certain skills for awakening. The Wizard Awakening, for example, the Fort F, the Hellfire skill, it'll put you into Awakening if you're not already. So that helps. But if you're in a bad situation and you need to heal real quick, you gotta swap stances before you can even heal, because heal is considered a succession skill, and you have to swap out of Awakening stance to be able to use it. I mean, I guess you can use it from quick slot, and it'll swap you back and forth. So you basically are gonna have to have like a ton of hotkeys down here instead of being able to do the key commands. I guess that's one solution, but it's still kind of a crappy one. I'm not a fan of that, but then again, I have a lot to complain about. I've been playing Wizard so long. Maybe I'm just like a Wizard elitist, and I want the cake, and I want to be able to eat it too. You know, like, give me succession, but let me have low APM at the same time, and it doesn't really work. Or at least buff me to where I can grind the same amount of trash as somebody that has low APM. But it's how Wizard is right now, and it's fine. But it doesn't make my wrist fine, you know? So, and I could fix that by going Awakening, but I just hate the Awakening gameplay. I tried it. I really did. I went and I grinded some low-end spots because I wasn't familiar with Awakening, so I was grinding Succ just to get knowledge on it and to pump my ecology up some more. I'm at 5229 right now. I need to keep pushing forward on that, but I'm slowly doing it here and there. I need to go back to the Pirate and Paddocks over there and finish those out. And then I've got a couple more here and there in Succ to finish out. But Balanos is pretty well almost S'd out. And then I started some on Serendia knowledge. There's a few here and there that I skipped that were the more difficult ones. I started on the insects and the bandits, but we're getting there. But I was grinding Succ for the knowledge down there and doing Awakening, and it's not a bad grind. You know, Awakening's not bad. It's just different, and I just don't like it as much. That low APM is nice, but I didn't really take the chance of losing crystals to grind high end spots because I'm just not good enough with it. I think I'll just deal with the high APM for now and cry about the pain in my wrists and hands. But I gotta get to doing some grinding. That hammer pretty much wiped me out. I was hoping that no, I don't want to move that. Turn you off. And you need to go. No. You need to go back to where you were. Whatever that may have been. Why are you trying to snap where you shouldn't be? Look at that. Do I have to turn you on and move you? Okay, you know what? It's fine. You can stay where you're at. I'll just turn the little key thing off. Is there any Rift Boss nearby here? Because I really need to start getting money back, and I think I'm gonna grind. There's no drop event, so I need to use this scroll anyway. I probably need to go grind some more history or grind probably Ash Forest some more. Either one, I need to start getting silver, and I need to start stockpiling accessories again. We didn't sell anything yet. Yep, I got a couple more tries on the Debos once I get to the silver, and then we got a couple of earrings here. But I was really hoping that necklace would go today, just to get. I don't really need the AP. I just wanted the item done, then I'd have all pins across there. My next big item I'm pushing for is going to be probably Tet Debo earring to get my DP up to 401. I don't have enough. I don't have enough crons to be able to hit any more Fallen God armor. Oh, that's right. I could sell Kaffers if I need silver. I got 42 there, and I got 3,000 dust. So I'll craft those into Kaffers and just dump them. I don't. What do I need Kaffers for? I got 46 of these stones, and that's all I have the need of Kaffers for. Everything. My boots are already C10, so I don't really need them. And I've still got a bunch of flawless stones, so pretty good. I hope you guys enjoyed my little wizard rant. I've been thinking a lot about wizard builds lately, just because I've been going back and forth between Awakening and Succession, trying to find a solution for myself. And I kind of thought I would go over the little advanced stuff today, following Debo thing. Now the video may have been very different had I hit that Debo, but overall, Wizard's a fantastic class. It's just Succession is a little underdamaged, and Awakening and PvP is just too damn squishy. Like, you're a melee class with not much in terms of protections, but I think in PvE the Succession needs the numbers cranked up a little bit. I don't care about the class being number 1, but when other classes are getting double my trash loot an hour, that's a problem. Decia Hystria without, running at like 300% drop rate. No coin. Don't run the Agger's coins there, but it is a yellow loot scroll. I'm getting like 20 to 22,000 in between there. Usually around 21,000 or so trash loot. And I know other classes pull more. And I don't expect to be top by any means, but for how much APM and how much you have to sweat grind and be active, you can't just like be half asleep grinding. And you actually have to chain skills and actively do commands. It's a problem. I think it needs to change. They want class balance, but then they got certain classes that just grind way better than others. That's not balance. To give you a look, there's the skill add-ons. I barely use these. These skills in PvE are just not even worth casting to me. They don't do enough damage. The magic DP would be nice, but I guess I could go Sage's Light for an extra heal. It might be, but it's got like a 2-minute cooldown. Then the Swift Earthquake, it's an extra super armor versus I don't really need down attack on the Trembling Thunder. And then Mana Arrows don't have MP problems anymore. It's another forward guard if you needed that, but Lightning Spears. I guess Lightning Spear is a little bit more damage than Mana Arrows. I don't know. Maybe not. But don't really cast those first 3 skills. The other skills that I have, my class skills, base skills like Voltaic and Equilibrium Break and Meteor and Blizzard are the main skills I use. And of course, chain the other lightning skills in there, and those come back off cooldown quick enough that I don't even really run out of skills anymore. So the 3 are just kind of useless. Oh, and if you want, there's the skill add-ons that I currently use. I guess it could be better. I don't know why that has extra damage to humans on it. Because I'm in PvE. I think I just threw that on there because that was probably one of the only ones I didn't have, so I just put it on there. I don't With the way I have this set up with Earth's response giving attack / cast speed and move speed, the cooldown on that is only like 3 or 4 seconds, so you don't really need that on anything else. And then Voltaic comes up every 6 seconds, so the extra AP against monsters, you don't need that on anything else. Equilibrium Break comes up before the back attack and crit hit damage or run out, and then Rain of Fire definitely comes back by the time the plus 20 DP is down. So all this stuff, there's no point in doubling up. Fireball Explosion is not a 15-second cooldown when you're spec'd into it. It's like a 9-second, so there really isn't. There's no issue there. You get these skills to work in, they're all spammable, so. I don't know. But that's what I use. If there's a better build out there for PvE, cool. I'm sure somebody in the comments will let me know. But we go back to the grind. I'm actually going to shut this one down and go record more pacifist because that's what y'all want. So I have an idea for that video and you'll see it tomorrow. So thanks for watching. I'm going to do a little self-promotion, shameless plugging here. Please go subscribe. It really helps out the channel. I appreciate all the comments and likes and stuff and all you guys that are new. But keep pushing it higher. If you're not subbed, it only takes a second. Doesn't cost you anything. And it helps me. So appreciate you all. Until next time.